The Quran reminds us, "Indeed, over my servants you will have no authority, except those who follow you of the deviators." Quran 15:42. But what happens when a jinn dares to overstep, seizing control of a human body and speaking through them with a voice that is not their own? What happens when families hear words coming from their loved one, but they know it is not their loved one speaking? Today we will uncover a chilling but authentic account preserved in Sahih Muslim, Hadith 21-9, the story of a woman afflicted by a jinn, the Prophet's recitation of Ruqyah over her, and the terrifying moment when the jinn spoke through her mouth, only for the Prophet to confirm its reality and expel it by the words of Allah. This is not superstition. This is not legend. This is the messenger of God confronting the unseen with the weapon of revelation. Imagine the scene in Madinah. The companions bring a woman to the Prophet. Her body trembles, her voice changes, her eyes are not her own. A presence within her mocks and resists. The family is desperate. They cannot fight what they cannot see. And then the Prophet of Allah raises his hands, recites the words of God, and commands the intruder to leave. What follows is one of the most vivid proofs that possession by jinn is real, that their voices can be heard, and that the cure lies not in charms or superstitions, but in the Quran and supplication taught by the Prophet. In Sahih Muslim 2999, the narration describes how a woman was brought before the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. She was afflicted, not by fever, not by pain alone, but by something unseen. Her behavior shifted, her voice twisted, and at times she seemed to lose control of herself. As the companions looked on, they realized this was not ordinary illness. This was possession. A jinn had taken hold of her body, using her tongue to speak. The Prophet did not dismiss it. He did not tell them it was imagination. Instead, he confirmed the reality of what they saw. He approached her, recited the words of Allah, and performed Ruqyah. He said, "In the name of Allah, I perform Ruqyah for you, from everything that harms you, from the evil of every soul, and from the evil of the jealous eye. May Allah cure you. In the name of Allah, I perform Ruqyah for you." The words struck the unseen like arrows. The jinn resisted, and then, through the woman's mouth, it spoke. The voice was not hers. It pleaded, it argued, it tried to remain. But the Prophet, firm and calm, commanded it to leave. The companions witnessed something they would never forget. The barrier between the seen and unseen cracked open. Here was proof that jinn could possess, that their voices could emerge through human lips. But here also was proof that they were powerless against the Prophet's recitation. By the will of Allah, the woman was relieved. The jinn, disgraced, was expelled. Her body stilled, her voice returned, and peace replaced torment. The Prophet had shown them a reality and its cure. He had confirmed that jinn can afflict, but that the Quran is stronger. The story of the woman possessed and the jinn that spoke through her carries timeless lessons. First, it confirms the reality of possession. The unseen is not myth. The Prophet himself witnessed a jinn speaking through a human, and he treated it with Ruqyah. This removes doubt. Such afflictions exist, and Islam addresses them directly. Second, it shows that the cure lies only with Allah. The Prophet did not use strange rituals or superstitions. He recited Quran, mentioned the name of Allah, and prayed for healing. This is the foundation of Ruqyah, seeking help only from the Creator. Third, it teaches compassion. The woman was not blamed or shunned. She was brought to the Prophet, who cared for her, treated her, and relieved her suffering. This is a reminder that those afflicted should not be stigmatized, but helped with patience, prayer, and proper Ruqyah. Fourth, it strengthens our reliance on daily protections. The Prophet taught us to recite Ayat-ul-Kursi at night, the last verses of Surah Al-Baqarah in our homes, and Surah Al-Falaq and Surah Al-Nas every morning and evening. These prevent possession and repel the whispers of the unseen. Finally, it reassures us. The jinn may be able to afflict, but they are weak before the words of Allah. The Qur'an is light, and no darkness can withstand it. When we recite sincerely, when we seek refuge in Allah, we are shielded. For every believer, this story is a reminder: do not underestimate the unseen, but do not fear it either. Possession is real, but the cure is real too. Protection is within reach, and the weapon is already in your hands. The Qur'an, the remembrance of Allah, and the supplications taught by the Prophet. The companions never forgot the day a jinn spoke through a woman. But they also never forgot the day the Prophet silenced it, proving once more that the truth of Allah always defeats the whispers of the unseen.